Blarla. Hello peeps and welcome back to Project Highrise. Welcome back to Peeping Towers. We've been working very diligently on our office tower here. You can see it's looking pretty good. It's going pretty well. But we need to start tidying up the basement a little bit. It's a little bit crazy. I'd like to neaten it up. It's probably going to be a bit expensive to do, but there was a train strike that had hiked construction costs, which has now ended, so construction costs shouldn't be quite as expensive now, which is nice. Again, I can't guarantee with the basement that the placements we're going to do right now are going to stay forever. The basement is a bit of a tricky one to plan that far ahead, unlike heading up the tower, you know, because demand can be a crazy thing. We've accepted a new contract, People Magnet, to get our population to 250, because we're pretty close to it, you know, and I thought that'd be nice. And I've noticed that for medium offices, we do actually need prestige level 9, and we are currently prestige level 8. So I am hoping that we will sort out the basement, and if we haven't quite got there, we'll look at maybe adding some artwork or something like that, you know, to excuse me, just get that 9th star. So yeah, the basement, it's a tricky one. For example, I know, because I've played this game before, that the metro and train station that's probably going to be here, and it's got some pretty strong restrictions on where it can go, and I know that this is going to take up 3 floors here. So these 3 floors are pretty much null and void, and I don't really want to use them, if I'm honest. Don't really want to use them. So then I'm thinking we're going to do another 2 floors here. Let's bring the lifts down. I'm thinking that these 2 floors will be good for power, and it's possible that 2 whole floors for power might, well, it would power a lot. It would get services to a lot, because right now, one thing we have worked out from this is that when we have 3 small ones, instead of building a 4th small one, it is definitely worth destroying them and building one of these medium ones, because these give us 10, and this is the same for all these utilities, right? So this gives us 10 electricity lines for 250 a day, and the medium gives us 50 power lines for 1,000 a day. So to have 4 of these, which would cost the same as a medium one, we'd actually have 10 less power lines, right? So it makes sense. Now this isn't quite the same for the large. Now the large here gives us 150 electrical connections, but it's 3,250 a day. Okay, so we know that 3 of these cabinets is giving us the same amount in power lines, 150. Right, it's the same amount, and it's actually costing less. This is 3,000 to run these, but a large one is 325. So what is the point of upgrading from these 3 into this one? Well, just that. It's space. So this one is this big, right? It takes up 4 instead of what all these 3 do. So when the tower becomes really big and space becomes a factor, that's what you're paying that extra money for. And we've already got to a situation where we need one of these. You know, that's already occurred. We might as well get rid of these 3 and deal with that situation. So this is where the large utility things will probably come. And what we'll also do is I think move one of these maintenance offices over to here as well. I think that would be pretty good, so that if any of them go down, maybe we can get some maintenance workers to it fairly sharpish. That might be nice. So that would be good. Then we are going to build a couple of floors for all this sort of stuff. Now, whether they'll stay on these particular floors or not, I'm not entirely sure. This comes down to restrictions of other basement buildings that we may need to do. So we're going to build 3 floors for this. And as I say, I can't guarantee but we'll keep them neat. That much we will do. That much we'll do. We'll keep them neat, right? So let's see here. We should probably speed this up. And we are going to continue these wiring and plumbing closets down the floors. Like so. Might as well, right? Okay, and we can see here that we've actually got some of these facilities becoming a bit overrun now as well, which is definitely a problem. It needs dealing with, and we kind of need to move this stuff out of here and start having something neat over here. So they're working on it bit by bit. Is there any more renovations? We might as well keep on top of our renovations. Yeah, there are some there, which is fantastic. Which is fantastic. Now, I would like to move this office here. Now, we've got some Patreon named people in this office. And which two are they? Which two are they? That is a good question. Which two are going to be moving? Because they won't have the same names once we've moved them. And I want them to have the same names. It's important. So who are you? Mm-hmm. White Fury. There we go. So White Fury is one. So we're going to need to rename him. I think the other one might be Chunky Loki. Huh? Yeah. Okay. Who's extremely happy. So what we're going to do, we are going to pause this. We're going to delete this. And we're going to move this office over to here. There it is. So we have restrictions with this. And I think we are going to put it right against the lift here. So they've got pretty quick access to the lifts, right? Pretty quick access. I think something else that we're going to do, let's speed this up. So we're actually going to put a staircase here. If a lift breaks or whatever, they still got quick access to the second floor that will have power on it, right? So that there's multiple options of getting to quick repairs on these two floors. That's my thinking anyway. Whether it'll work or not, I don't really know. But we'll give it a jolly good try. Anyway, so what have we got here? Huh? Right, no, Christine, you are Chunky Loki, one of my Patreons. There we go, named after Patreons. And then the other person here, who are you? Oh, it's another lady. So White Fury has decided he doesn't want to work for us anymore. We'll have to get him in later. Another one of my Patreons is Hayley. Here we go. So this is now Hayley. Welcome, Hayley, to the building. Do good work, please. Right, okay. So, fantastic. First things first. Renovation costs. So let's look at this situation. I see power might build up really quick over here, right? Power might end up being moved out one day, but for now, oh look. And we actually have a power problem right now. This is broken down. We have a power problem. So what we're going to do, we are going to build one of these. Boom. A big boy. And let's not forget to wire it up to the grid so that it's doing its business. That's really, really important. And this replaces all of these. It replaces all of those. Now, it's doing 170. So what we might do, because we could build another one of these, but we've got quite a lot of money coming in. So what we'll probably do is build a medium one right off the bat. And we know that when we upgrade this, it'll take up 4. So let's give it the space, the growing space to do that. And let's remove these, okay? Are all the wiring cables still okay? They are. Right. Fantastic. So now, look, we're good, right? We're good. We're golden. So that's electric done. Now, telephones are also getting a bit crazy. So what we might do is go for a large telephone. 4,300. It's crazy, isn't it? We're going to pop that in there. Pop that in there. And what we're going to do, we're doing all this paused. We're going to delete all of those. Now, production is 160, demand is 113. So we've really gone nuts with this one. But that should keep us going for a little bit. And again, we don't want to forget to power this, to run the line so that it's connected to the grid. Oh, actually, look, there's one here. Let's get rid of that as well. Let's get rid of that as well. So the phone lines are all still good. Okay, well, hopefully it's okay. Hopefully it's okay. Right. Now, over here, we have water. Now, water demand is getting pretty close. So what we might do is, again, go nuts. We're going to go for a medium water. And we're going to give it the growing space. Now, the gas, the demand is very low on the gas, isn't it? So we've given this the growing space of 4. But we still only really need the 1 gas. I don't think it's necessary. So we're going to give this the growing space as well. So it may look bad, but we know that they will grow in without us having to do anything crazy again, right? That's how I see it. So all of these now good. And we need to make sure that we're not messing everything up. So let's add this water and add this gas back to the grid. So now, if we press play, we're going to go slow. Yeah, they're all happy up there again. These should be 200 pop production to 168. Good. Okay. 150 production to 113. 50 to 19. 10 to 2. I mean, that's great. I'm pretty pleased with that. And we've given them the space to expand and be fantastic. Lovely, lovely. Okay, so let's speed it up then. We're pretty happy with that. Renovations. Because they are now building the 2nd floor. So we're going to keep this floor empty to allow this to expand forevermore. You know, plenty of growing space for that. Yeah. Now, should we just fill these in? Okay. Oh, we didn't do it. Okay. Right. And it's these 3 floors here that I'm going to start concentrating on these types of facilities to try and make them all as neat as possible down here. I think that would be pretty nice. We don't have enough to give them their own floors each, but if they're the same size, so we might be mixing and matching for a little while. Try not to worry about it. Try not to worry about it. But what we do know at the moment is that we have 3 copy centers. So we're going to have to upgrade these to 4 copy centers anyway. So they might as well stick together. Right? There we go. 1. Now, and what amenities do they need? We'll wait until he's built it, to be honest. So, because they don't rage quit quite the same as... So, electricity? Just electricity. Well, that's fantastic. That is fantastic. So, let's let them build this in. So look, we've built on the rest of the floor. So let's see here. We know that we need more copy stations. 3, in fact, we've got kicking around up there. So 1, 2, 3. So we would like these built before we delete the ones up here. Right? So that's, ooh. Our population went over 250. Well, I'm about to destroy that. Which will bring it back under again. Never mind. Never mind. There's another one. So we can destroy this one. Oh no. What was that? Uh-oh. Commercial printers. Just deleted commercial printers. There's going to be really unhappy people around. I didn't mean to do that. We just destroyed commercial printers. Commercial printers. Commercial printers. Okay, right. Quick. Commercial printers. I'm going to put them here, I think. So they looked very similar, didn't they? They looked very, very similar. I'm going to stick them there. Commercial printers. Yeah, because you see these couriers here? What I'm going to do is I'm going to we've got 1, 2, 3 couriers that we're going to stick here. Okay. Like so. Giving them a lot of work to do, aren't we? Right, I'd rate the commercial printers. I wish I could prioritise, but I can't. I can't. So, we don't need you. I made a mess. I made a mess of things. I made a mess. Looks like we've unlocked some more stuff. Have you noticed? Some people might rage quit because we don't have this, by the way. What have we got? Oh, look, there we done. So we got 2 prestige 9. So we've now we can now allocate space for large offices, which is fantastic. That's definitely something we are going to be doing. Do you see how big that was? That was amazing. Houses. We can now build duplex 2-bedroom apartments. Wow. And we can build large 2-floor stores. Amazing, which we won't be doing just yet. So that means that we can probably now get the contract that we're after. Large offices, there it is, that's the one. The City Department of Revenue would like to broaden the tax rolls with some additional large offices. The bigger they are, the more they pay. Help them out by moving in 6 large offices. They're not picky about what kind. Oh, okay, cool. So let's sign this. Excellent. 6 large offices. Not bothered what they are. Good to know, good to know. I bet they are a nightmare. Should we have a look, actually? Because it's free to allocate. Oh, we can't put it in the basement. Okay, fine. I just thought, maybe. But no. So, look, we've got the last one of these in. So let's get rid of that. Ooh, right. We need power. And it seems that we need a phone line to here. There we go. Excellent. Lovely. We have now built this and this. We've got another one here. Do you see? We've got another one there. So when this is built, we can destroy that last one. So that'll be good. And then I also think I'll let them build all this up, and we'll take stock of where we are with it, because this is pretty good. Yeah, then we'll take stock. So here we are. We have now built in this floor, so we can see that we need this. Oh, okay, hang on. Right. Copier services. We need more. So let's get more. While we're here, let's get that done. Right, so we do have some that are sort of the same size here. So rather than building multiple floors, but this is getting busy, right? Because I'm thinking, do we take the time right now to start giving them their own floors, so each service has their own thing going on? Do you know what I mean? Because I know we'll probably, as the tower goes up, need more and more and more of all these things, right? Just all the things. So this has just gone up as well. Commercial printers. Do you know what I mean? Can you see? It's just going to be a nightmare. Commercial printer. Commercial printing. There we go. So I'm thinking, do we bite the bullet? So we've built this one here. Right. Let's pop in that. So we've got office supplies. Ooh. Let's do renovations. We've got office supplies. Courier. And we've got a bunch of couriers here as well. More office supplies. We might give office supplies their own floor. And I think we're going to give janitors their own floor. So let's do this. We're going to build, I think, a couple more floors. Because we're giving ourselves growing room in a neat and ordered manner. And then we also have these file storage as well. So I think what we'll do is give ourselves space for that as well. Because we've got loads of money kicking around here. So let's use it. What am I looking for here? This is what I'm looking for. Let's bring these down. These facilities. Excellent. We know we're going to need at least electricity along here, don't we? So we might as well just bring those lines in now. Because that much we know. Okay. Not too bad, not too bad. So shall we get another bottled water in down here? Because it became overloaded, didn't it? And did you see that? It actually said it's insufficient right now. So even though this isn't bursting, it did say under bottled water insufficient. Like this copy services are insufficient. So is this the copy? Yeah. So we could, you know, we can see that it's insufficient. Let's pop in another one. You know, let's pop in another one. Let's destroy this. But we knew that this was insufficient, so this is probably, once again, seems okay at the moment. Okay. But for how long? Okay. So what have we got going up here? What do we have going on up here? So I'm thinking janitorial services. And then office supplies. And then we have IT. What's this? Commercial printers. We've already built a second one here, haven't we? Interesting. Interesting. It's hard to know. I say, it may look messy, but we've got lots of growing room here, and I think as we grow in, it should be fairly neat. Yeah, I just want to make sure that we have plenty of it. So we've got janitorial here, and we're going to deal with them next. So janitorial, which seem to be fine with 2, so we're going to pop those, at the moment they do. Pop those in here. They may need water or something. Let's see. Water. They do indeed need water. Okay. They have now been built, so we can get rid of you, and we can get rid of you. Okay. And then we shall wait for them to build the next 2 floors. And move all this down. Okay, so they've done another 2 floors. I've put in a 3rd one, just, I don't know, because I wanted to. So let's see here. We have a couple of, oh hello. We have a couple of office supplies here. So let's pop those in. So office supplies, let's pop those in there. They may need a telephone. I probably should check when I actually go to build them. Office supplies. Oh, they don't. They don't need telephones. So that's great. So as they go in, we will remove these. And that's the next one. Excellent. And then the other smaller place that we have is the courier. But the courier, we do have a bunch here. So what I might do is put the courier just here on the end. And you can see we'll be able to put another one there as well. So we're going to pop the courier there. And remove this one here. I think that'll be fine. And then file storage. We'll put a couple of file storage in here, I think. So let's see. File storage. Here. There and there. That's probably going to need a phone line, I would have thought. We're going to leave the storeroom here for now, just because it's a little bit crazy to do anything else with it. You know, I'm not really sure. We'll leave it there. It's not doing any harm. So we've got 2 new file storage. So we're now going to remove these file storages. And here we have IT. So I think what we'll do is we'll also move IT. IT, which is the same size. We're going to pop that here. There it goes. Again, this is probably going to need like telephone lines and stuff, right? Let's wait for them to put it in. But it probably will do. probably will do. They're too busy cleaning up the mess that I've made over here. We're not going to worry about the commercial here just yet. And the restaurants, that we're not going to worry about them just yet. Because I really don't know where I'm going to put them just yet. It's just a thing, right? It's just a thing. Maybe we will know one day, but as it stands at the moment, we don't right now. What is happening? I'd like this built, because we want to move this. And then I think we're pretty happy with our tidy up. I know that this is not ideal right now, but we'll get there. Oh, look. We also have the caterers. Yeah, but they need all sort of water and gas and stuff, don't they? I mean, that is totally a thing. Let's get these... Oh, let's get these renovations going. That is totally a thing. We probably would want to give them their own floor. You know, down here. So that we're only supplying one floor with gas. So catering services. I mean, what if we only ever need like hardly any? It needs a trash can on the same floor and everything. I'm going to leave that one for now. Leave it where it is. It's not doing any harm. Right, so this does need a telephone. Oops. This does need a telephone. There we go. And now we can delete this here. Right. Loads of growing space for these facilities. It's insane. Masses and masses of growing space, and it will all fill in quite neat and tidy as we go. But this, I haven't got an answer to this yet, so we're just going to have to wait on our lobbies here. It might be that I move the construction office over to here. I think that'd be really good. So that given that this is the main building that we're constructing, it'll just reduce the amount of walking that they're doing to get to the building that they're actually largely working in. But yeah, so we've had a big basement sort out, and I know it looks a bit crazy, but you can see that things are fitting in nicely, and why the gaps are where they are, and all the rest of it. But yeah, so in the next episode, we will, I think, start building up. Shall we give ourselves an idea of what we might be expecting? Because I've got a feeling that we might actually need to consider, before we can build the large offices, actually doing a decent amount of shopping, because they're going to need a lot of crazy stuff. They're going to need a lot of crazy stuff. We just know it. I mean, look at how much this needed, and I bet this is nothing in comparison to these offices. And look how big these offices are, right? Look how big they're. I mean, it's pretty big, right? It's pretty big. I think it's pretty big. Pretty big offices. So what we would like to do, I think, before we end the episode, is just have a look at the nightmare that is about to occur. Because I've got a feeling we won't be able to build these just yet, and that we'll have to consider a whole new area. First, let's just make sure we've got renovations happening. They've left this one. To be honest, I was thinking this is not going to stay here, but it could stay here if we just had this one. It's like they like to keep the light there, isn't it? While they're doing this. It's an outrage. Squeezle. Solo gamer, please. Please. Do you know what? We'll just stick it here. So. Oh, and then I'll delete it afterwards. It doesn't cost anything. So we can see here financial. Needs a greater variety of large restaurants. Restaurants with a bar area, restaurants that serve dinner, medium stores, stores that sell clothing and apparel, that sells electronics and gadgets. So not only do we need restaurants, we're going to need a variety of stores. That just says stores, but doesn't ask for anything in specific. Oh, electrics and gadgets. Look at this one. Large stores, a greater variety of large stores. And again, bars, dinners, restaurants. What is this? This building needs to contain more technical offices to attract this tenant. Ooh, okay, so we might need to deal with that first. More technical offices, which can be the smaller one, right? This is the ones that we've already got going up here. And that's these ones here. I wonder if we built another 4. Oh my god, let's do that now. let's do this now. Is one more floor of this going to satisfy this need? I hope so. Let's try to find out. So we are definitely going to need this, and we're going to need phones. So let's see, technical offices. 1, 2, 3. Let's get some more in. Also, in addition to that, in order to check if it has satisfied, we're going to need another floor. It's gone nuts. We've gone nuts. But it would be nice. Will one more floor do it? I hope so, quite honestly. One more floor of technical offices might be all we need. We need to sort out renovations. Ah, that's legal. Ooh, one more. Okay, good. Pretty trying. Rent is too high. Rent is lower than expected. They're happy. That's interesting, isn't it? Shall we have it? Well, it's been a while since we've looked at this. Let's see. This place is dirty. Okay. I wish there was a place to get some coffee. It might be that we might put some coffee places, little ones, little coffee stalls up here or something, just so they don't have to go as far for coffee. Yeah, okay. Close to the elevator. Rent is too high. Okay. Rent is too high. Okay. That's a little bit annoying. Is there a better way of... Is there a better way of dealing with that? Rent is too high. Don't know. Don't know. Right. Okay. So let's see. Which one was it? Was it like these tech offices? Let's see. Have you built a metro station yet? Oh, that's a good one. You should consider it. Your businesses would benefit from the increased number of visitors. Oh, we'll look into that. So this building needs more technical offices to attract tenants. Wow, so this probably wasn't enough. Okay. We might need more technical offices. I'll try to get that satisfied before we come back, because I think, looking at the other things, is that we're going to need bars, restaurants and shops and stuff like that. So we're going to need an area like that up here. Yes, so we shall be looking into that, I think, in the next episode. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you did, please hit that like button. As long as you are here, why not take your first step on the path to total coolness by supporting me via Patreon. The cooler you are, the harder I work, which means even more shizwa.